Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XUS guide. Now I'm gonna review Emperor of Palamecia. Let's start from his passives. So he gets some nice killers, okay? 200% killers on human, 150% fairy, beast, and aquatic. And for human, you can easily max it out, especially if you have his Trust Mastery Word and STMR, okay, so pretty decent. But my complaint is his magic boost is kinda bad. It's 290%. It's not that bad, but the problem is on the true double hand magic, okay, because it is only 100%. Wow, 100% on new unit like this. Very low, okay. Again, you can solve that by using his STMR. So get his X+2, okay, and on X+2 he also gets full limit burst at the start of the battle. And yes, he also only gets 100% chain modifier cap, so again you need chain modifier cap, okay. I find his passives are kinda lacking, okay. And for elemental resistance, it is good, but be careful when the enemy use light element, because he has minus 50% light resist. So if you equip Esper like Diablos, then you gonna have minus 100% light resist. So pay attention to that, okay, especially if you don't want to take any damage and don't have cover. And for DPS abilities, I can say that he is nothing special. He can chain with Bolting Strike and Mirror of Equity. For Bolting Strike, it is lock to win element, okay, 144 times. It is not bad, but not amazing either, okay. Simply okay. 130% win in peril, again okay. For the absolute Mirror of Equity, it is flexible, but again, Mirror of Equity is rarely used, I can say, on this game, and not that good, so you can simply ignore that. And the damage modifier is also kind of small, and I can say that his best abilities comes from magic, because he can cast Lightning Finisher, which deal 200 times damage. He can quad cast the black magic, so that means he can deal like 800 times lightning magic damage, okay, so pretty decent, I can say, right? And he can also buff himself, evade 2 physical attack, but maybe this is not that important if you really need that evasion. Remember, he already has 60% physical evasion, so it is not that hard to make him into 100% physical evasion. And yes, you can also make him into provoker when you have AoE magic cover on your party, because yes, like I mentioned before, he is easily maxed in terms of physical evasion, so he can evade enemy attack easily unless the enemy has something like accuracy buff to themselves, right? Again, he can reduce enemy physical accuracy, okay. So yes, just imagine this, 100%. So you basically only need 75% physical evasion to evade all the attacks. But again, this only lasts for 1 turn. So if you really want to make him into provoker, just go for 100% physical evasion. And he is mainly a breaker. So let's take a look on the breaking abilities. I can say that his break is decent, okay, because he can break attack and magic by 85%, defense 87%, and spirit 88% on the first turn. It is greatest ability and usable from the first turn. The only problem this skill has is it only lasts for 3 turns. Okay, so if you not max him into X+3, then let's say you only make him into X+1, then your super limit burst is ready on the 5th turn, right? So that means you have 2 turns without 85% attack and magic break. That's the big problem, okay. This Grandis is made for him in X+3 on mine, okay. And this also increased wind physical damage by 30% for himself. Quite decent, but 30% is not huge. You will see later there are better wind physical buff. And the limit burst damage boost is also only 200%, so you need support from other buffer for 300% limit burst damage buff, but again, yes, there are better than 300% limit burst damage buff in the future, okay? And just in case you still need the break, you don't make him into X+3, then don't worry, because he can use his black magic to break all stats by 83%. Okay, 2% less than the meta number, but I can say maybe it's okay. Okay, and let's take a look on his limit burst. So his limit burst is super limit burst. I mean, it's really amazing because it has the highest win in peril on the game right now. And like you can see here, that the effects, I mean the break effects, are about the same like the Grande's ability. That's why I said before to make him into, yes, X+3. Because if your Emperor is on X+3, that means you can use this SLB when your Grande's ability duration is off. Okay, so it's pretty decent. 89% spirit. It's not that bad, okay, because the highest right now is only 90%, so only 1% less. Okay, I guess it's okay because yeah, the Imperial is also insane, and the damage is also, I can say 230 times is not huge by any means, but it is nice to provide extra chaining. Okay, so he can act as chainers. And as a comparison here, that before him, Summoner Lena Brave Shift is probably the best, 140% win in peril. So we get 20% increase in terms of win in peril. Is it worth? I really cannot answer that. Simply you decide. But yes, he is the best in peril. He is the best win in peril character at this point. Okay, and yes, at this point, the best element on the game is win, because yeah, 160% is the highest at this point. Okay, normal limit burst is also still pretty good, 145%, still 5% better than Summoner Lena. Okay, so yes, that's all about his abilities. Now let's talk about which character you need to pair with him to create amazing party. So like I said before, he is the best win in peril. So if you pull him, then of course you want to maximize your win damage, and to do that, there is one character, actually two characters, who are able to give your party 45% win damage. Okay, the first one is, of course, yes, this mermaid. Okay, oh, 45% win damage and AoE win imbue, pretty nice. Okay, and also she is SLB character, so you can time your attack and unleash it on the same time. But if you don't have Mermaid Frisia, don't worry, because I believe you have Bard. Okay, Warrior of Light Bard. He is about the same. He able to imbue your party with wind element and 45% wind elemental damage boost. Okay, so the same wind damage boost as the Mermaid Frisia. Not bad, right? And again, Bulwark is also a very good partner, because first, AoE wind imbue and 30% wind damage. Sure, it is not better from Mermaid Frisia or Warrior of Light Bards, but the point here, Bulwark able to cast triple bolting strike, so he can also become Emperor chaining partner. Okay, so that's for the best partners. Now my conclusion for Emperor of Palamecia. So he is the best win in peril on the game right now, and yes, the best in peril on this game. So if you really want to deal maximum damage on the game right now, if you don't count enemy weakness, then win is the best element, because 160% win in peril. Okay, and spirit break only 1% less, and if you really need that 90% spirit break, you can bring character who are able to break 90%. For example, like lightning. Okay, and I can say that yes, the defense 3% less than the best, but magic damage just got upgrade. Okay, because right now magic damage gets benefit from two-handed weapon damage modifier variants. So at this point, magic is as strong as physical attack. Okay, very strong. So that's why I think they give him 89% spirit, not defense. Okay, so pretty good. And he also gives you very amazing STMR for your mage. Okay, very high magic and nice human killer. Okay, so his STMR is pretty decent, but for his trust mastery word, I can say it's bad. Okay, because it's basically only usable for himself. Sure, it can be used by other Final Fantasy II units, but other Final Fantasy II units are basically physical DPS, so it is not useful except for the killers. Okay, but still, okay, quite decent if you plan to use recharge for killers or maybe Firion. Okay, I will talk about Firion later. And the only weakness I find is, yes, his passive stats is kind of bad, but again, that's fixed by his STMR. The vision card is also kind of underwhelming, I can say, because it only can be used by Final Fantasy II characters, the 500 magic. So okay, just so. In the end, I can only give him 9 out of 10. Okay, I really cannot say whether he is great or not. I mean, whether you should pull him or not. If you ask me, is he great? Yes, he is great because he has the highest win in peril, but do you need him? I really cannot answer that, okay? So I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Parallax vs. Sky. Bye bye guys!